Hi everyone, it's Natalie here, and today I'm going to be talking about different nutrition business ideas. So maybe you've decided that you want to start a nutrition business, but you're just unsure which route you want to go. Or maybe you're unsure what are the options. I know that there's counseling one-to-one, but what are the other options? What if I don't want to do one-to-one? Right? Or maybe I want to do something different, but I'm not sure what's really out there. Well, today I'm going to be running through all the different types of nutrition businesses that you can start, and this way you can decide which one is the best fit for you. I also want to mention that if you're looking for a way to get a consistent stream of clients each and every month, then I do have a full video training on using Instagram to get clients. If you're interested in that and you want to know how to do that for yourself, go ahead, check the link in the description below and click on that, and you can watch that full video training on how to do that. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this video, okay? The first type of nutrition business that I want to talk about is the influencer approach, all right? This isn't to be confused with any of the other options, because what I see with a lot of people is they want to do something entirely different, but they use this kind of influencer approach to start their business, when the influencer approach is supposed to be for starting a business that does a couple different things. So you should start the influencer approach, which means building up a really large following, getting a ton of people to follow you, and your main goal is getting people to actually engage with your posts, comment on them, like them, and getting as many followers as possible. And that's really your goal, because it's going to do a couple of things for you. One, the end goal of a lot of influencers and how they make their money is based off of sponsorships and partnerships with bigger brands. So if that's your end goal and you want to make money by actually getting sponsorships with companies and showing different products that they offer and recommend them to your following, then that's the approach and the route that you're going to want to go. It's going to be mainly built off of you as a brand, sharing your life entirely and attracting clients, or not clients so to speak, but attracting followers that are interested in that, so that you can pair up with like-minded brands to sell their products. Okay? And that's the influencer approach. Another way that influencers actually make money is sometimes with YouTube ad revenue. So again, their end goal is not to attract a specific type of people that is going to purchase something of theirs, but it's more an end goal to actually get people to just watch and enjoy their journey. That's why you see vloggers, people like that. That's really what you're trying to do, and you might make money with the sponsorships as well as potentially YouTube ad revenue after you get big enough. The next approach I want to talk about is kind of the total passive income approach. Kind of. All right. So one thing to know is a lot of times when people talk about passive income, it doesn't mean, like, I want you to get real clear, it doesn't mean that you sit on the beach, right, 365 days a year and you do no work and you make money. That's not really how this works. Okay? There's a couple of things that, one, there's some appealing sides to this that can be super helpful with building up your business, not having your time tied to money. But there's a couple of other caveats that might not make this approach the most ideal for you, okay? You be the judge, right? I just want to tell you what it's like. So building a total passive income stream usually means a couple of things for nutrition businesses. It means either you're developing a course that's totally just done by the person, by themselves, with no interference with you whatsoever. They don't really get help. They just have the course. Or it means you write an ebook and you try to sell it. Okay? Here's a couple of things that people don't always keep in mind when they think of going down this route. All right. And again, I don't have anything against ebooks. I don't have anything against courses. It's just some things to think about. All right. So you have to usually have an already existing audience to just sell on autopilot, meaning you send out a couple emails and then boom, you make thousands and thousands of dollars. All right. If you don't have an existing audience on Instagram, YouTube, email, probably not the best, all right, option for you. Don't worry, you can always build up to not having your time tied to money, but if you want to have this passive income dream, it's probably not going to be the best for you. Because even with let's say you have like 4,000 followers, it's not truly sustainable. All right. So here's a couple other things I want to discuss with this approach. So with ebooks, some things to consider. Let's say that you have a $10 ebook, okay? You have to sell a ton, all right? You have to sell 1,000, right? 1,000 ebooks per month to equal, boom, $10,000 per month. And this is each and every month, all right? That's a whole lot, all right? It also means that you have to be really great at marketing, that you have to already have a marketing system in place to be able to do something like that, all right? So another thing is with courses, it can be a little bit better because you can charge more for a course than you can an ebook. And so you're like, okay, so this is not as many, right? And that is the better thing about courses. The one thing that I don't really love about courses is that if your end goal is truly that you want to help people or, you really want to work with people, courses can be very cold. They can be very hands-off, which usually that's when people build a course, it's entirely hands-off. They don't actually work with the people. The people get no support whatsoever. And I think that there's a better way of doing this, right? Where it doesn't have to be you working one-to-one with people, but people can still get support, right? So I do want to talk about that as well, right? But the passive income, right, so to speak, route, because you still have to have a marketing system. You need an audience. You need to actually create the ebook or the course, right? So it's passive income, is still an option if that's the route that you would like to go down. The third approach is actually the products approach. That's just what I'm going to label it. It essentially means maybe you want to have a skincare line. You want to have like protein balls, protein powders. You want to have a vitamins line. You want to have something nutrition or wellness related that is a product that you develop and then you sell. Great, right? One thing to know, especially about the supplements arena. This is a highly, and this is coming from someone who does marketing for large nutrition and supplement brands, okay? It's a highly competitive field, all right? And so when you're first getting started, you should realize that it might take a while. It might take a while and a whole lot of capital on the marketing front to be able to really build up your brand to make a great income from it. I'm not saying it's impossible, all right? I even used to, several years ago, I was like, oh man, I wish that I could develop like a skincare line because I really like skincare. I used to deal with acne a lot, so that was something that appealed to me, and I was like, I could develop it and sell it, right? And I was super excited about this, right? You can sell some of it again if you let's say you go the influencer route, and then maybe you can sell some of your own products that way. If you're hoping to become like a huge big brand, know that this is going to take a lot of work. Okay, there's pros because you get to develop your own products, you get to see it in the hands of customers. It's awesome, right? But there's also those cons to be keep that in mind. Okay. Now, the fourth approach that is my personal favorite approach, and it's also something that I actually teach my Grow Your Impact students, and it's honestly, I think, the best way to help people make a great income right from your business and actually get to see your philosophy really get out into the world, right? So, essentially, what I'm talking about is developing online programs. Online programs are a little bit different than online courses. One, they're still very much online, right? Which is great if you're wanting to have an online nutrition business. But B, they offer a whole lot more support for your clients. But C, they don't tie your time to money. So personally, I think the best way of kind of evolving a successful, thriving online program is to start off one-to-one working with people, right? And then develop it into a group program. All right. One, I like to have an ongoing enrolling model because we can keep enrolling people month after month after month, right? And two, it means that it's going to be a couple of group calls where you actually get to work with people, right? Once you get towards that. So it means that you don't have as much time of your time involved to still serve clients. The majority of the work will actually be done with the program that you will develop, but people can still get support from you. They can still actually have this tailored more to them. They can still, right, actually make more of a transformation and get better results from something like this than an online course. The second thing with this approach that I really love is it's really great because you can take the entrepreneur approach rather than the influencer approach. So remember back to the influencer approach where your whole goal is to build a massive following. We got to get our engagement up to get those nutrition brands, the people we want to partner with, to actually be like, oh, this girl has a big enough following. I want to partner with her. I'm going to pay her to sell my product to her audience, is essentially what you're kind of doing. All right. Well, this is entirely different. All right. This, you don't have to have a massive following. You can actually have a very, very small following. I even have some clients of mine who have a following of like 300 people and make like $10,000 per month. Okay? So you can have a small following as long as it's a very targeted following to your ideal clients. The entire approach with actually attracting clients is entirely different. But it's more about building genuine connection, getting more of those followers that are your ideal clients, and then building up this program with time. All right. If you are interested in doing something like that, again, I would definitely recommend that you go to the link in the description below. Click on that link. I have a full training on how to actually attract clients for that. All right. That you can go and watch right now. All right. So that's a couple of different actual ways of starting nutrition business, having nutrition business ideas. Right? Let me know down below in the comments which approach you have decided that you're going to follow and research more and find out more about, right? And yeah, if you like this video, be sure to like it, comment like I said, subscribe, hit that notification bell because I put out new videos just like this one every single Friday.